think it was 2012, towards the end of 2012, last quarter of the year, that the budget 2013 was discussed extensively. 2013 in the first quarter it was signed and it was approved and was agreed, and the thought was that the economy has a very good opportunity of becoming really robust and that the future is bright. From that first quarter of 2013 to the last quarter of 2013, we have seen so much happen to our economy. We have seen so many things happen in the different sectors of the economy as well. We're taking a look and reviewing all of what has happened and projecting for 2014. And joining us right here in the studio with us this morning, on my left-hand side, we've got Mr. Dele Alimi, who's the director with Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Good morning and welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning, thank you very much.
And then on the other side is Mr. Alex Anameje, who is a member of CIBN, Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much,
Now, LCCI is said to be one of those organizations that look after so many sectors in terms of chamber commerce, in terms of commerce and industry.
Definitely.
When you look at our economy for 2013, how would you sum it up?
Well, we'll look at it that it's been a mixed grill. When you look at the statistics look very good, at least in terms of the growth level, adherence to fiscal policies. But when you look at it,
Would you say there's adherence to fiscal policies?
well, as far as the CBN's policy goes, it's been a lot of effort.
They do monetary.
Yeah, they do monetary, but
Yes.
of course, it comes the policy decisions in terms of fiscal also comes from them. Well, in conjunction with the Ministry of Finance, but then it's done by the two bodies. There's been effort to have strict adherence, and when you look at their projections and the result at the end of the day, there seems to be a good result, because they said they want, like inflation, they want to ensure they have a single-digit inflation. That has happened. They've also, what the negative effect of that has been, the flip side has been the high interest rate. But like the CBN governor said what they are looking at more is controlling inflation. If at the end of the day it leads to high interest rate, well, it could happen, but with time
we have to live with it.
Exactly, it's been a very tight
Okay,
policy.
maybe what we should do is focus on the monetary policy, which CBN has worked on. Would you say that as far as those who are in the commerce and industry sector, as far as they're concerned, are they happy with the current interest rate?
No, definitely no.
And what will be their priority? Will it be that inflation is managed the way the CBN is managing it and impacting negatively or impairing negatively the interest rate?
Yes, I think let's look at it from this angle. The two, it's like the story of the chicken and the egg. The two affect the industry. If prices go too high, it's going to adversely affect the manufacturers too. And of course, the problem of high interest rate is also affecting them badly. And the FCC had always advocated for a little loosening of this monetary policy to favor the reduction in interest rate. Government itself is borrowing at a very high rate. And that, of course, what it means is that by the time you are looking at the interbank rate and everything, already the rates are already high at that level. So you can't blame banks when they are lending at very high rates.
You say prices are going high, but they are going high. Because tied to all of this is also the issue of exchange rate.
Yes.
And the exchange rate is, it's inhibitive right now and is affecting prices of everything in Nigeria.
I agree with you completely. But what the CBN promised at the beginning of the year was that they are looking at an exchange rate about 160 plus or minus 5%.
So it's about 172 now.
Well, that is in the parallel. But looking at it from that's in the parallel market. But in the official market, they've been able to
But
maintain.
nobody gets official market
No,
rates.
the truth of the matter is that most manufacturers now look more at the official market and they get there. The truth of the matter also is that we may not have enough, and that is why at the latter part of the year you can see that the gap between the official and the parallel started widening again, which goes completely contrary to what the CBN had planned. So I think that is where the mechanism of maintenance and proper monitoring comes in. But really during the year you can see it's over between 157, 158 and 162 officially.
Okay. Now, excuse me, sir. This issue of exchange rate, it seems to be at the core of everything that happens, since we're still very much an importing nation. What do you think is responsible for the widening gap between the official and the parallel?
You see, you can't remove the issue of supply, because that is very critical to it. And you see, policy generally, you always have this thing you call a trade-off. As you are controlling one policy, the other one might be going the other way. He mentioned the issue of interest rates, for example. The emphasis was on inflation for a stable system. As you are because the interest rate must be positive in real terms for the economy to grow. And you must be managing all of them at the same time. So the issue of exchange rate is a matter of supply. You know what is happening with our reserves. We are import-dependent nation. Everybody wants to import. I think what would be important is for us to look inside and see how we can grow our economy and reduce importation. As long as everybody wants to import ordinary toothpick and everything, you can't control that end. So that is the core issue of the problem. If we can find a way to stimulate the economy so that people can now look inwards and of course produce most of the things we import, that will actually take care of the exchange rate, and we will become an exporting nation, and that is it. But in the case of interest rate, well, here you mentioned it rightly, because inflation rate is very important for the common man. That is, as prices are going up, you find that it will be difficult for them to survive. The issue is to have a stable system, and we are happy at least we have a single-digit interest rate, even though you may argue that it doesn't trickle down to the ordinary man that is not feeling the goodness of the single-digit. Yes.
Single-digit what?
I mean the inflation rate. Even though it doesn't trickle down, but the fact is that it's still important that you have to manage the two and come at a middle point. As you are trying to control this, the other one is escaping the other way, and it's something that we must carry on. Looking at it generally, find that CBN has done a lot to keep a stable
in 2013 then, if you were to take a look back on hindsight and say, what are the things we got wrong in the banking sector, because we're still looking at the monetary aspect of our economy before we get into the fiscal, what would you say about how we are fared looking at the banking sector especially?
You see, the banking sector, for example, bankers are Nigerians, and this competition is always there. And I must actually praise the central bank governor, or the CBN generally, for trying to maintain a level of decorum within the period in terms of corporate governance and things like that. But all the same, we still have a lot to do. He has even done a lot. Now CBN has a consumer protection department, but the information probably may not be flowing, where you can report any problem you have with your bank and take a look at it and solve your problem within the shortest possible time. They are now going into sensitization. About a month ago, they were in Port Harcourt sensitizing the ordinary man on the need to what banking is all about, and on the need for them to patronize, because most ordinary people, they keep actually their money outside the banking system, and that is affecting monetary policy. As long as money is not moved into the system, it becomes difficult to control. As you are controlling here, the major challenge is getting a large chunk of the money outside the system into the system. that is an area that emphasis must be given. And I think they are trying to address it by this sensitization program. They've been going around at very expensive rate, sensitizing the common people, because a lot of money is out there. That is what affects most of the problem, and I think it's an area we haven't got right, actually.